everybody, and welcome to www.sporthotpicks.com. I am your host, Tommy School. Welcome to Tuesday, May the 25th, 2021. Happy Tuesday to everybody. Hopefully, you all are doing well and enjoying the NHL and the NBA playoffs, as well as a ton of Major League Baseball. So let's get right into it as we look at our past numbers here of what's happened to this point so far this month, as well as yesterday's results. So first off, starting out with the NBA and the playoffs. The favorites yesterday straight up 2-0, and against the spread they were 2-0 as well, as the Bucks covered the 5 easily and the Nuggets covered the -2 very, very easy. Super fun in the loser of the last theory to pick going out there the last time. Definitely worked with the Nuggets, and if you laid the points, you definitely cashed in on our free bet of the day yesterday, which was super exciting to see. Overall, straight up, the favorites are 6-4, and but the dogs against the spread are 6-4, so they're at 60%. So not necessarily the favorites that are winning or covering all the time. Actually, the dogs have been barking extremely well at 60% so far. Over-unders are right at 50%. They are 5-5 after yesterday. Both of those games going over and bringing it back to 50%. NHL yesterday, the dogs went 4-1. Islanders at plus 125 went in on overtime. The Florida Panthers 105. Wild at plus 160 on the road at Vegas won that one. And the Jets were right at plus 100. And what the Jets did is they swept the very heavily favored Oilers. They went into 3 overtimes to get that sweep. The only favorite winning were the Toronto Maple Leafs at a -190. So overall, the favorites are 18-14 at a 56.25%, and the unders, and there was are at 18-60 at 51.43%. Major League Baseball, the favorites and dogs split at 4-4 yesterday, and the over-unders came in at 5-3. The dogs that covered were the Mariners at plus 155, the Indians at plus 150, the Twins, even though they were a -103, they still covered that, and the Rockies at a plus 125. That was one that was in our Miss the Cut segment from yesterday, which brings us right into that. In our Miss the Cut yesterday, we went 3-3, and in our paid picks, we went 4-3. Cashing in some for you and making you some money there. Overall, our Miss the Cut segment, we are at 50-49 at 99 picks at a 50.51%, and that's exactly why those picks go into our Miss the Cut segment, because it doesn't reach the qualification of being above a 52.3% winner to make you cash out there. All right. Again, www.sporthotpicks.com. And again, what we do is we charge you $9.99 for the entire month. You get every single one of our picks, which we're averaging 7.1 picks per game or per day, which means you get every single one of those picks. However, if you went out and you paid $9 for a day's worth of picks, you'd be paying over $270 in those picks, and that cuts into your profit margin, to be honest with you. What we're trying to do is we're trying to coach you up so that you are making money following our system, but also by subscribing to us at $9.99, you're able to not have to factor that into your break-even point. Our break-even point at 52.3 factors that $9.99 in for a month. So if you think of it like this, you're paying roughly 6 cents a pick, which is absolutely wonderful for you as our paying customers. Now let's get into the Miss the Cut segment. NBA, our Miss the Cuts. One of the ones that we have is the Celtics plus 9.5. That's up a point from when it opened up. So a lot of money coming in on the other side. However, because of that, and the Celtics being such a streaky team, we just didn't feel like they would be a really good paid pick today. The Suns on the money line against the Lakers. Depends how you feel about the NBA and wanting the Lakers to continue to advance. But the Suns, you could get them at plus money right now, which is not a bad pick for a home dog in the playoffs. 76ers minus 7.5. Matchup wise, this is really big for them, and they should be able to cover that 7.5. But we think that number is just a little inflated, not only on the minus 7.5, but also you're laying extra points as well. NHL missed the cut segment. Leafs, Canadians over 5.5. These two have been going at it quite a bit over the course of the year, or course of their playoff games, and we think this is the time where they're going to break out. And we also feel that the Leafs on the money line is the answer there, but you're going to lay a lot of wood to get that number. Hurricanes under 5.5. We think that this is going to continue to be a low-scoring series. Both the goalies have been doing a great job, and scoring chances, shots are high, but scoring chances are low. But because of the shot numbers that we've been seeing, we didn't feel like it made the cut. Yankees on the money line, red hot Yankees, a lot of money coming in on the Yankees. You're going to have to lay a lot of wood, and it does not fall into the area that we feel that having to put that much up to win your unit back makes sense. So we put them in the cut of the day. Cubs money line, coming off of a day off, we really feel that they can continue the role that they carried over from their series in St. Louis, and should win this game there. And then finally, the Braves on the money line against the Red Sox. We like the starter better and the bullpen better. However, the Braves being on the road was something that turned us off and kept us from putting them into our paid pick section. So needless to say, in our Miss the Cut segment, we got 3 in the NBA, 3 in the NHL, and 3 in Major League Baseball that all fell in the Miss the Cut segment. So some fun there. Going over our system a little bit, what we really want to talk about is long vision. Really looking at things of not how I did today or how I did yesterday. And a saying that is very popular in the industry is you're not as good as your best day and you're not as bad as your worst day. So you want to play somewhere in the middle. Again, at 52.3%, you are breaking even after paying the juice and everything else on a minus 110 money line. But with us close to 60%, you're doing really, really well. You should be up close to 19 units with us, which means if you're $100 better, you're up $1,900 for the month of May so far. We also are going to be putting out to you what it looks like to be a $10, a $30, and an $87 better. And we placed every single one of those bets along with each of you so that you could see how the profit comes in at higher limits and how the system works better that way. Plus, you could start out as a $10 better at 3% of your bankroll and then turn that into $100 or $500, compounding that off of the initial investment, so on and so forth, to help you become profitable in this business, as well as reaching that financial goal that you're trying to do. Maybe it's a cruise line vacation or a trip somewhere, or you want to buy a bigger screen TV or nicer couch or whatever it might be. Our system is there to help you do just that. It's about creating that extra income as it comes along and that sort of stuff. All right, so with that being said, www.sporthotpicks.com, $9.99. You get every single one of our picks. And so far this month, we have given out a total of 172 picks. That's 7.17 picks per day. Again, paying about 6 cents per pick. If you've been with us from the beginning, you would have won 380 bets. out of the 639 to be right at 59.47%, which is really where the pros are at, right around 60. 58 to 62% is where the pros sit, and that's how they make their money. And we're providing those picks for you in our paid picks section so that you can make that money. Follow us on Facebook. We put and Twitter. Facebook at Find9Picks. Facebook, Find9Picks. I just said that. But Twitter at Sport Hot Picks, and then also on Instagram at Sport Hot Picks. We post every single one of our paid picks 1 hour or roughly around there of the start of the game, so that you can see that we're not just saying we're doing really well or we put that pick out there or whatever. You get to see those picks and follow along and cheer with us, to say the least. So today, we do not have a free pick of the day for you. However, we're super excited to be able to continue to put out these episodes, as today's episode is number 50. And 50 episodes, we're doing extremely well for you. This is something new for us as far as the video blogs and the posting and selling our picks. However, we have 70 years of experience between our teams, and we have a dedicated professional in each sport. Major League Baseball, NHL, NBA, NFL when that comes around, NCAA basketball, NCAA football, and everything in between. We have people dedicated specifically to those sports, so we're making the best picks for you. I'm Tommy Schools signing off here today. We're making wagers and cashing major, and we're happy to have you here with us. www.sporthotpicks.com every weekday, 2:30, and then every weekend at 10 a.m. so that you can get your pets in. Have a great day.